because too often Josh Allen is still extending plays, still escaping pressures, and still creating something out of nothing. Great to watch. We love it when Josh Allen does Josh Allen things, but you can't do it forever, and you'll run into a team that's going to stop you. So the Buffalo Bills, they made their move with DJ Moore. Old news now, but I wondered whether he is actually the guy that's going to make the difference and take them from nearly Super Bowl winners to Super Bowl winners. Let's get into it and find out what I think. But before we do me a big favor and hit the subscribe button there, especially if you're a returning viewer. It means you like what I'm doing, but you're not hitting subscribe. Just hit subscribe. It'll really help me promote this great game over here in the UK. Now, let's get on with it. So the big move for the Buffalo Bills, they go out and get DJ Moore, a proven, reliable receiver. What do you get with him? He's explosive, he's consistent, and he can handle a load of volume. So on paper, it looks like they've solved their wide receiver problem. But I'm not fully convinced, and here's why. Moore is a very good receiver. I don't think anyone's doubting that, right? But is he elite? Is he a game wrecker? Is he that wide receiver one that Josh Allen's going to look at and go, there he is, I'm going to pick him off when you're in a bit of a jam? Because when you look at the top teams, that's what they've got. They've got guys who can completely take over the game and guys who their quarterbacks completely and utterly trust. So is he a true wide receiver one? Well, this is where it gets interesting, right? To me, last year, this is what the Bills were lacking. They needed someone who Josh Allen trusted. And a wide receiver one is that. It's not just stats. It's not just production. It's what happens on third downs, what happens in the end zone, what happens on the final drive. Is he a clutch player? And I'm not 100% sure that Moore is that guy, which means Josh Allen still might be carrying more of the offense than he should. The Bills were heavily linked with moving around the draft early on, even potentially trading down to get someone like Carnell Tate, which I was really excited about at the time. Obviously, they went in a different direction. That was a completely different approach they would have taken. You're not getting a proven player, but you're getting a player with a higher ceiling who's potentially more explosive and almost certainly a future wide receiver one. But you're not looking at that win now. You're looking at that win later. So for me, the Bills chose safety over upside because you know what you're getting with Moore, right? You're getting solid production and consistency. But with a player like Tate, you're betting on his potential. And in a conference like the AFC, which is pretty loaded and is going to be more loaded with what the Kansas City Chiefs are doing in this offseason, do you need that safe player or do you need a difference maker? Do you need to roll that dice? Because they've fallen short in the last few seasons. They were painfully short last time. But this is why the draft still matters for the Bills. Because even though they're getting more, they still need a dynamic weapon at receiver. Someone who can stretch the field. Someone who can take pressure off Josh Allen. And defensively, they need depth. Because if you're going to go through the AFC to the Super Bowl and win it, you need a complete roster. We know they've got a good roster. We know that's why they go deep into the playoffs. That's why they play so well. But their O-line still has question marks. It's pretty solid. They've got a good defense. You can't deny it. But is it good enough when you face an elite pass rush in the playoffs? Because too often, Josh Allen is still extending plays, still escaping pressures, and still creating something out of nothing. Great to watch. We love it when Josh Allen does Josh Allen things, but you can't do it forever, and you'll run into a team that's going to stop you, and they have done. If the Bills are serious about winning the Super Bowl, then they need to protect Josh Allen better. Because at some point, you don't need Josh Allen to do more for the team. You need the team to do more from Josh Allen. But what do I know? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a like and don't forget to hit subscribe.